Hey everyone, thanks for joining me today. It's been a couple of years since I've made a video, and we got a new camera, and my husband was helping me learn how to use it. So I thought I'd give a quick video a try using the pastel mat. I got a question about what I do with the alcohol markers on the pastel mat, and so I thought I'd just show you really quick one of the things that I've done in the past. I don't have this. I actually sold this picture, so I don't really have it the actual picture to show you, but on my tablet, if you look, you can see the buildings that I did in the background. Trying to get you a good I made those buildings with the alcohol markers. So what I've done on a piece of scrap pastel mat, I've already just made a real quick little sky there. It's not really very good, but you know, I just did it by swiping. That's not what I wanted to focus on anyway, so the alcohol markers that I prefer to use are the Chameleon markers. I don't know what it is about these particular ones, what's in them, but these seem to work better. And like you can see, I've got just a black, and I've got a light gray, and then I've got a kind of a medium gray, and then, oh, here it is. I was looking for my darker gray one and it was hiding. So I got a darker cool gray. This is the one that I prefer to use for like the little backgrounds. So with the Chameleon markers, you know, you've got your brush tip, and then you've got your pointed tip. I'm going to use the pointed tip. So this is super easy. All I do is, you know, I was making a horizon line. I've got my post-it note there. You're going to want that to keep the marker from going down below. And all you got to do is just draw in little buildings. I just draw squares. Of course, I'll fill them in. Not very straight. And you wouldn't think that you could use an alcohol marker on top of the PanPastels, but it works. It works really well, which kind of is surprising. So we're just making little buildings. See how simple that is? Okay, so I've got the outline of some of my buildings here. Pick a tall one there. So you get the idea, right? Okay, and then I can use my Prismacolor, little bitty Prismacolor white pencil, or I can use, I've got the pastel pencils. This is a really light blue color, so it kind of goes with my color scheme here. So my light source is on this side of the paper, so my light's going to be shining this way. So I would want most of the light reflections to be off of the right side of my buildings. So I just go in and I make little lines. See how it's starting to light up the side of the buildings? And kind of blend it in a little bit, soften it up a little bit, just use my finger. So you can just play around with that and get the lighting that you want on the side of your buildings. You know, because it is off in the distance, it's so simple, you don't really even have to worry too much, because it's off in the distance, so things aren't going to be really crisp or clear. Just have fun with it. And then of course there goes my phone. So that kind of gives you an idea, like there, of how I did my buildings, and one of the things that I do with my alcohol markers. And of course you can go in with your, I prefer to use the Prismacolor pencil to make little windows. You know, can make just make little lines. Make the windows that are lit up. Just a few. Maybe I got a few people working late. See, so you can just add a few little windows in there. And even if you wanted to, you could put, you know how sometimes on the buildings they have like little things, little antennas, or I don't know what they are, sticking up. And you can put little things like that. And then if you wanted to, this is what I had my really light ones out for, you could make some background buildings. And so you'd want to make them different heights. I'm not drawing very straight lines today. Of course. So if you're using a really, I would have preferred a lighter marker than this one, but this is the lightest one I have. But you can go in there and make some little background buildings. See? Let's put another tall one right there. See how that looks? Oops, that was a terribly crooked line, wasn't it? Right? So see how that looks like buildings in the background? And I would probably go with just a little bit. I don't want to put too much, just because it is in the distance and it's so light, but I do want to give it a little bit of shading there. So that's really all there is to it. It's very, very simple. And I think it's very effective. So hopefully you enjoyed watching that. I'm going to try to make some more videos in the future now that I got this camera figured out. And I hope you guys have a really wonderful day. Thanks for watching.